Hello and welcome back to Tyranny. Right, so last time we retrieved an artifact, which is amazing, so hello. Oh, pause. Let's go rest because why not? Then we'll return to Belden Mark and see if he has a different task for us. What? Okay, we have one of those. Thank you. Let's train her. Oh, you need to level up as well a little bit. Very well. Parry. Dodge 80 out of 75. Yeah, sure. Next I will need to train a little bit of one-handed, I believe. Yes, I want to rest for 8 hours, thank you. He has nothing new. Swindler. Okay. Wait, what was it? Ashford. Okay, 3 days. There we go. Ah, there he is. The shadows in the world stretch and stir silently, shuddering like trees, whipping in the wind as Belden Mark emerges from their dark depths. He circles you quietly, slowly studying you, like a strange specimen. Eyes alight with amusement, he clearly takes note of the power aura you emanate.
Remember years back when I told you justice is just the name for the biggest sword in the realm? Claiming the Dauntless is part of establishing your own might, your own authority. Even if you dislike its heft, I'd advise you to keep the blade close. It has symbolic value beyond its martial applications.
Thank you. He studies your apparently pride, or maybe even respect, alighting with shortened features of his face. Could you help me spread words throughout the tiers? Tell others that I hold the Dauntless now. I could, yes. But will I? He scratches his under his chin, paying consideration for your request. I guess you're somewhat my responsibility now, so yes. Let's not get too distracted.
The Azure Shield still lies in the depths of the Stone Sea. The Magebane yet awaits you in Lethian's Crossing.
What the Megabane? Should I go for a Stone Sea? Landian's Crossing is my next location. Is there something there I should know about?
Tunon has sent a forge-bound master to the crossing, and this mage-smith has just finished work on a masterpiece dubbed the Magebane. It's an iron helmet infused with wards against the Bane. While this is intended to help keep the settlement free of scourges from the nearby old walls, it would be of great use to you personally.
Quite a hunch, and I'm betting you'll find Megabane's creator. Zdenia? Okay, Zdenia is a cool name, I guess. Sweating over the fires of Linden's forge. And while I doubt you can just convince her to hand you the helm, her knowledge of it could prove helpful to your little haste.
The crossing is by a junction in the old walls, so you'll have a chance to put the helmet's Bane ward to the test.
New helm for me. When you're ready, meet me here once more. We'll discuss what's next. Wait, I have questions. The Archon lets out a short sigh. The cover returns to his image. Well, make it quick. Want to know more about the other Archons? Yeah. Now, a question directly, but I suppose I could diverge a bit. Depends on whom you had in mind. I want to know about Tunon. What needs to be said? The old man's creator, a parchment of the predecessor. There may have been hopes of dreams in there, but he is just a vassal of the law, a puppet of Kairos. Which makes me a puppet of a puppet. Well, at least I'm not the one forced to tend court all day. Old man, so there is some affection for him. Affection? You're mistaking me for some sort of butcher with a heart of sunshine. I respect Tunon's courtesy, and reasoning, and do not mistake that for anything approaching fondness. Oh, you don't much care for him, I take it. Oh, I didn't say that. There's just a question of what behind the mask is in person, what's regarding of Kairos' words. I have immense respect for Tunon, but I have known him for centuries and couldn't tell you who thought his magic. I assume Kairos, which side of his beard I buttered, and I just assumed he's got nothing on under that robe. Which makes me a puppet of... okay. What can you tell me about Kairos? He shrugs. Know more about Kairos than most, which means I know enough to keep my mouth shut. How did the Overlord come into power? Such things were before my time, but from what I understand, Kairos did enjoin the Archons with charisma and cooperation. It was the power of the edict that terrified many into bowing. Once the three of Archons answered to Kairos, it became a matter of time until all others bowed as well. Many have long wondered if Kairos was born with the power of the edicts, or if it was learned through the training of experience. I know not. You know, there are 3 Archons and all 3 of them are male. Kairos is a female, so I do assume that females do have more powers than males in this world. Then again, I'm a male and I have more power than most females in this world, so... yeah. It would surprise me little to learn Overlord was born able to utter edicts. If the Overlord was indeed born, I have my doubts. Why did you think the Overlord allowed the Archons to fight? Was expecting a dumber question. Kairos sure can appear fickle. Crane was treacherous and vocal about it against the edict, dropped on his head. The voice of Ash openly brickered to Kairos just watches. If you don't know the Overlord, it can seem random and erratic. But I assume Kairos is nothing if not deliberate. I would guess Kairos has tried the Archons of War, the secrets. There is no need for both, and so why not let their natural lack of rapport solve itself by allowing the strongest to slay the weaker? What's the Overlord like, in person? That's what you want to know, kid. You should be worried about what the Overlord's like from afar, not one suffer fool lightly. Enough questions for now. Archon dissolves into the shadows. Yes, I agree, we did learn a bit of information here. Bound by blade, so we are searching for a new helmet now. Told you about the Mega Bane helm, an artifact created by the Forge-bound master Zdania. Zdania has recently arrived in Linden's Crossing, and he mentioned to you that if you were to acquire the helm, you will have the fear of those who call Linden's Crossing their home. Let's go then. Wait, where? It's currently in Linden's Crossing. For Linden's Crossing then, was it this one? Not at Burning Library? The bastard city. Hmm. Where was it? Didn't we fight in the Linder's Crossing, so wasn't it here? Blade Grave. Haven. And I wish I paid a little bit more attention. Ward, Sentinel Stand, Rust. I have a suspicion it was somewhere around here. Yeah, Boston, Voice and Narrat and Raven Ash. The tower, and there he is. Tune on with his sea of skulls. Well, you're trying to sound menacing, aren't you? No. I just want to see where it is on the map. Junction in the realm of heaven. Oh right, it's in heaven. This is heaven. That's Sunset Spire right there. And there's Linden Crossing. Let's go there then. 4 days. Oh, it's gonna take some time. Are we gonna get ambushed? Seems like a... Yep, there we go. Spell slide can be found throughout the world of Taratus. Collect these sigils. Construct powerful magical attacks. Be very, very quiet. We're seeking idiots. Oh man, that was terrible. Raiders. Health, what is this? The Bronze Brotherhood, never heard of them.
You didn't see nothing.
Enjoying the view, Wilby. A tall woman stands here, surveying the area from a small overlook. She glances at you and immediately goes back to watching her surroundings. Welcome to Unbound Trail, paid Binder of Tunon. My name is Welby, first axe of the Bronze Brotherhood, though I'm sure the title matters to anyone. She pauses to gather her thoughts, then opens her mouth to continue. Instead, she exhales slowly and shakes her head. Never mind, you needn't be burdened with my problems. While I appreciate your coming to me before speaking to Retumon, you will need to be careful. He has late been acting out of sorts, and any prospective slight can become a problem for one who offends him. Choose your words with him carefully. How can I help you then? Tell me about the Bronze Brotherhood. Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious about them. We're mercenaries. I already like you more than everyone else in this world. Okay, plain and simple. I'm not going to pretend like it's anything more. You especially are adorable. Well, it's true, we have in recent years been a little more stationary than your typical crow. It doesn't change the fact that our services can be purchased if the price is right. We both know full well that the rings of the voice have given us were the only thing that brought our allegiance to Kairos when the Overlord turned the eye on the crossing. Even if our thanks for helping was to be thrown from our homes. Not that I hold any ill will towards Hilford. Decisions have to be made, and there's always someone who must pay the price. Just hope you realize, some people don't like being asked to pay. Retamon will try to sell you out long and noble traditions, like we're some kind of altruistic saints who can do no wrong, but that story is as old and smelly as Brahms the Baseman's tail hairs. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to take a job that doesn't seem right to me, but a ring is a ring, and I will go where the money lands me. Can I purchase you? One point, Redmond, and I will agree on this. We did a job for Carlos, but we were not treated fairly. The Brotherhood is strong, and we have numbers. We will fight to the last man. Just don't agree with Redmond's methods. What does it mean to be the first axe? I wish I knew. The first axe protects and consults with the first brother. I'm supposed to be Redmond's advisor, confident in the guard. Lately, this behavior has become erratic. He's acting paranoid, manic, and distrustful. Is that the guy we are talking about here? My duty is first act is to protect the first brother, but I am also sworn to protect the Brotherhood, and if that means the renown of Redmond, still be it. He has too many supporters in London's Crossing right now to speak out against him. How would you run the Brotherhood? I wouldn't waste time and resources on party vendettas. Not much I can tell you. I like battle, I like rings, and with Brotherhood we used to get bored regularly. Now, all we have is fear, suspicion, and blood. I want discipline, regiment back, and I intend to have it. While I may agree that we were treated unjustly, Redmond's methods for obtaining restrictions are despicable. Okay, true, acting like a child. True, acting like a child when you don't get what you want is not the behavior of a leader. Except in Dinky's case, the child is in control of an army capable of laying waste to his home. What do you think has happened to him? Honestly, I couldn't speak of the cause. The stress of leadership, the battles with the Carlos forces, his night in the Old Wales. When you decide to remove the Brotherhood from the crossing, suddenly sell him off. Doesn't matter, his behavior is endangering the Brotherhood. He must be stopped before we are destroyed. I fear people will be hurt by far more than simple tow. How can talking to you offend Retamon? You choose to speak to the first axe before speaking to the actual first brother, the bodyguard before the leader. How could this mean anything but collusion and treason? I know I speak out of turn, but I only wish to warn you. Try to tread lightly around Redmond. Why are you forcing travelers to pay a toll? Redmond will say it's because it's all what we're due, and part of me is inclined to agree with him. But if I were pressed, I would say his pride is hurt and he lashes out. He can be such a child sometimes. Just watch yourself around him. Okay, that's it for now. By your leave, Fatebinder, be careful. No. Asta. Will. You must be joking. Atto? I will do no such thing. I demand to be let through. So that's Redmond. Sorry, no one passes through without pen. A small figure stands before some armor-clad soldiers. His arms move wildly as he gestures in frustration, yelling at the man directly in front of him. Absolutely not. I've come through the Iron Hell more times than I can remember. No one ever asked me for a toll before. They won't be paying one now. He notices you standing nearby and turns to speak. Fatebinder, surely you of all people can help me. My name is Aster, and must get to Linden's Crossing. I have goods to deliver. Tell this man I will not be paying a toll to him or anyone, and he is to let me through. Greetings, Fatebinder. I am sorry you have been drawn into this. What you've stumbled into here is merely a conflict of changing times. I am Will of the Bronze Brotherhood. Ironhove Trails is under our protection, and anyone passing through must obey our rules. If this gentleman would like passing through the land, it's simply donations required. It's not a donation, dude. It's called taxes for the road and the protection of the people. How is it that that's so easily to explain, and you can't even explain it correctly? These funds help us coast and keep Ironheart a safe place for all travelers. See? Even you say it. Clearly you both can see the value of that. And who exactly is keeping it safe? You stand there with your weapons at ready against me. I'm not but a traveling merchant. I have no money to spare, and I certainly pose no threat to anyone. Keep the area safe indeed. You are the only threat here. Fatebinder, please talk some sense to this man. This man will not be paying a toll. Call your guards off and allow us to process immediately. Just because you passed through the before means nothing. Pay the toll now or head back home. Here's the payment for the merchant to pass, unharmed. Thank you, Fatebinder. You have done a great deal of good today. And you, brute, move aside and let me pass. Will makes an exaggerated flourish and moves on to Ash's but of course, though merchant, do be sure to have some rings on your own for your trip back. Doubt your friend here will be around to pay your way through the wastelands twice. He smiles, moves his hammer, and gets Ashes to continue. You think I was wrong here? No. So, a Fatebinder in a little corner of the world. Who'd have ever thought this would happen? While I appreciate your help dealing with that merchant, I'm afraid I can't let you pass until you've spoken with our leader, Redmon. Personally, I thought he was crazy saying you'd be visiting London's Crossing. Look like I owe him a few rings. Oh yeah, I give you... Wait. How much did I give you actually? Not at the shortcut of those out here. What can this humble servant of Brotherhood do for you, Fatebinder? And don't ask me to let you through because that ain't happening. Someone made a mistake of giving a little man too much power. He's about to discover what happens when you stand in my way. I can handle this myself. If you don't feel like paying a toll, I can point you back to where you came. If you need an idea of where to go because I can't let you through. So my station means nothing to you? Out of the middle of nowhere? No, your station means about as much as a lord or a eunuch. Money is what matters to us. Punch Will. Oh, I can punch him in the face. Who is Redmon? Now that's a question with 100 answers. Simply one. He's the current leader of the Bronze Brotherhood. If you want to know anything more, I suggest you go find him and talk to him. The current leader? Well, it's not like the leader of the Bronze Brotherhood is a lifelong calling. Actually, that's exactly what it is. See, if someone wants to claim the current leader's authority for their own, they can do it at any time. Of course, that means challenging of some sorts, and always ends up in death or of one or more of the participants. Redmon survived the night in the Old World. That was enough to prove most of the Brotherhood that he was the right man for the job. Where can I find him? He's right there, inspecting the corpse of some Kairos soldier. He's bound to be in a good mood right now. All those dead bodies must be heaven for him. Please don't tell him I said that. Don't worry. I'll continue a second till you return. And here's the Fatebinder. I knew we'd see you. I was just wondering when. Hello, dude. Do you wanna die because I have a few punches to pull? One trip of London's Crossing wasn't enough, Governor. You had to return where no one asked you to come. Throwing me out of my home wasn't sufficient. You're here to dispute my life some more. You aren't done. He flings his hand then, and they return to their stretching. It doesn't really matter why you're here. I don't care. I have more important things to worry about. In case you've forgotten me already, my name is Redmon. I am First Brother, leader of the Bronze Brotherhood. But I'm sure you already know that. I could help but see you over here talking to Will. That traveling merchant, only here for a moment and already sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, aren't you? I don't appreciate other invading my territory, Fatebinder. Oh, dude, you need to die. I told him he had to speak to you, Redmon. He wanted through, but I told him no. If you don't give me a signal, the Fatebinder isn't getting into a London Crossing. No one will invade our territory. Speaking of which, what did the Welden have to say? Has she already started filling your mind with lies about me? She and I are going to have a chat soon. I can't have my first axe countermanding me at every turn. No, she wants my position. Watch yourself while you're a guest in my land. Well, just continue speaking like that. I'm sure you're thrusting that sword closer to your neck with every sentence you speak out of that pathetic mouth of yours. If you have come to stir up more trouble, we're well equipped and will not back down in the defense of what is rightfully ours. Webby and I might not always agree, but this is one point we see eye to eye on. If you step on our line, we will both correct you. You're not welcome here. You would do well to watch your tongue when speaking to a Fate Binder. Not welcome in your land. This is not your land anymore. Why are you changing travelers to get through the Ironborn Trail? Tell me about the Brotherhood, no? Tell me about Welby. I had such high hopes for her as my first axe. The continued success of the Brotherhood should be the single most important goal for anyone who is a member. She seems to have forgotten her place. She is not head. This bad I am. If she doesn't stop overacting, I'll have my replacement left her with someone who knows how to obey. We will speak again soon. I certainly hope this isn't the case. Yeah, we will speak, because I think I'm gonna end the episode here, and next time we're gonna continue this friendly chat with this future corpse. Then I'll see you next time. Goodbye.